Managing a team is probably one of the toughest jobs around. You have unique personalities, you have different skill sets, different levels of skill sets, and I have to go back to the term situational leadership. You have to get to know your people. I think that's first and foremost, because you can't lead a team if you don't know your people. And I'm even saying from a personal level too, because that's how you can retain your talent, is to make sure that you understand their needs. And now, especially with COVID-19, the flexibility and resiliency are two great words for leaders today. Is to be able to lead your team, you have to know your team.
There's an academic paper that talks about this, where they say that it's called fault lines. Effectively, the more diverse your organization or team is, the better you will perform. So if you look at age, different demographics, different races, different genders, different races. The more that you have, there may be conversations that may seem abrasive at the beginning, but you end with better ideas.
There used to be a lot of reading about differences in leaders and managers, and I would argue that they should be one and the same today. Yes, you've got a leader who builds strategy and then funnels that down for a manager to manage the team and get under the hood on their team members. But I think managers, if they want to become a leader, they have to show out-of-the-box thinking and being able to build a strategy on what's next for that team or what's next for that goal or that initiative.
One of the statistics that was brought up was the fact that most managers feel they are above average. But when you think about that, if the majority of managers think that they're above average, that math doesn't work out. That someone has to be underperforming. And I think as a manager, you ultimately have to have a mentality that you're going to will things into reality. That with like the fortitude and having a positive spin on things, that you'll achieve whatever that goal is. To UIS's credit, it was the institution. It was being in those classrooms that really taught me that I could be doing more, I could be doing better. So I was able to break down, fundamentally speaking, where were the places that I was weak, and was the way that I was running the business sustainable. It was a really, really hard conversation I had to have with myself. But if it weren't for that class on that particular day, I'm being completely candid, I don't think that I would have been where I am right now.
The advice I would give anyone for managing a team is much the same. It's human first, manager second. And the word of the day is respect. Respect that people have lives, respect that people think differently. Valuing differences and ultimate respect will get you to where you need to get that team motivated to bring success to your company.